Hi, it's Katherine here with a new page using the Summer Mood collection from BoBunny, which is packed full of pinks and yellows and blues, some really nice summery colours. I used the We Are Memory Keepers flower punch to make the oversized scallops on my page. So here you can see me, I'm using the medium sized flower scallop and I'm just making a tiny school mark so I can line it up to make that scallop perfect. So you end up with a strip. And then I'm adding these to a white sheet of paper. I've used lots of different papers from the collection. I've used Perfection, Spontaneous, Let's Go and Mood Dots. And I just layer them all up on my piece of paper and then I'm going to trim it down to size. I also use a mix of dies on my page. So here you can see the Mandala and the Summer Picnic die set. I've also cut the globe out of the Beat the Heat from one of the journal cards. And I'm just playing around with how I want the dies to sit on my page. I decided to add a bit more colour because there's so much colour in the papers. So I'm using some watercolour paints and just adding a mixture of colours, so some blues and some pinks and oranges to the different pieces. I've used summer as the base and I'm also going to add a little bit more colour to this in some yellow and also some purpley flicks. So I'm adding my yellow just where my photo is going to be, and then I add some flicks of some purples and some oranges around this again, just to add even more colour to this page. Once that's dry, I start to assemble my page. I'm using the Sticky Thumbs adhesives from American Crafts, which have been really lovely to use. So here I am starting to layer up all my elements. So there goes the mandala die cut and also these little clouds which are going to go off the page. The clouds come from the Summer Picnic die set. And I'm going to trim off the edges once my page is fully assembled. I'm using some of the Sticky Thumbs foam dots as well for my pictures. They've got a really good dimension to them, so it lifts them quite a way off the page, which means you can get lots of elements tucked underneath, which is lovely. I've also realised that the Sticky Thumbs roller adhesive is fantastic for sticking muslin because you can't see the glue underneath it, but it seems to stick it really well. So it's a bit easier than using wet glue, which is what I've previously used to stick this kind of cheesecloth muslin down. So sorry, my head gets in the way a little bit there. So here you see me making my discovery about the tape roller, which is just really good. So I'm then adding my photo on. And then the little lollies, which I add at the corner. And then use some of the orange American Crafts baker's twine and just make a little bow to stick in the corner. I also add a banner using some of the stickers from the Summer Mood collection. So again, I use some twine and then just some wet glue to make the arced shape that I want. And then the banner pieces. I add these on foam dots, and because the sticker is quite a thick sticker, it holds up really well to having foam pads underneath it, so it doesn't flex too much. So here I am adding my banner pieces. And you can see I have a little bit of debate because I'm not sure about putting black in with my banner pieces. So I end up going for a yellow sticker that's further down. And I just trim the top part off. So they now nicely sit on my line of twine. Just to add a little bit more sparkle to the page, I use some of the gold confetti paste, just adding that around the muslin. I then choose the Free Spirit journal card from Beat the Heat and trim it down, and this is going to be the title for my page. Again, I'm adding this on some foam dots for a little bit more dimension too. And just to keep that coordination going, some of those watercoloured lollipops from the Summer Picnic die set are going to be in the corner. I've used some of the foam pads for this as well and just trimmed them down a little bit so they fit underneath and don't show. Of course, a little bit more orange twine as well for in the corner so it all coordinates. And there you go. Just trimming off the little extra bits of clouds, and that is my page. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. For more details, check out the blog. Bye!